Let's see. See. Raise your hands. See. Yeah, I don't like that.
Raise your hand. Is you over there still trying on clothes? I know. 24 hours later, you not still trying on outfits. Yo, 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 yo. It's me. It's me. It's Z with the capital T. Always have been. Always will be. The one and only milkman. This is what happens when you take your talents to the nighttime hour. You never know what might be popping off when you come up on here, including folks still getting dressed 24 hours later. Did I say I'm the milkman and I'm in the building? Just in case you didn't know, I'm here. You see me.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just Bree. It's a different outfit if it makes you feel any better.
Different? Is it the same child?
Same child, yes.
Now
yes,
that's sad. That's sad. 24 hours later, how you still packing? What you supposed to be leaving in the morning?
First of all, what I was having him try on yesterday was his graduation outfit.
Okay. So we got there's a lot of events coming up.
It's a lot of stuff coming up.
I like crossover appeal too, though. Although when you finna have pictures, you need to have separate outfits because you can't have pictures with the same outfit twice.
Yeah. It's a couple crossover things, but yeah, no, we don't. Yeah, we gotta have different outfits for different events. So it's a lot of stuff to try on. And I have to check because I don't trust.
I don't know why you don't trust.
My thought, I'm always trust but verify. Ain't that my motto? Trust but verify.
Trust but verify. I mean, I guess I'm technically not mad at you. You gotta have your pictures in order.
Yeah.
These your lifetime memories. You know what I'm saying? He too old to still be having bad school pictures, family functions, and graduation.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he gotta, my baby boy. He growing up, and so he's like a young man, right? But he don't be wanting to let go of things, and I'd be like, son,
hey, what you say? Like an old head still trying to wear a jersey?
He tall now,
Okay.
He's
don't let me find out. Like they're my favorite pants, but he flooding now or some shit.
Right. And it's just like you gotta let these go, my guy.
Yes, you have to let that go. What are we out here doing for real?
Yeah.
If y'all have not taken the opportunity to like and share this thing up, please do so. I'm over here typing my fingers while I'm running my mouth. I appreciate it if y'all type your fingers just a little bit too. You know what I'm talking about. Drop a comment, say what's up, say good evening. It's episode 4. We in the nighttime hour. I think this is where I say, hey yo, Bree.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm a little tired. I never.
You a little tired, Ski?
Actually got a nap today, and I have a lot going on, and it's really hard to do from one position, which is why nothing got done because I'm still in pain.
Well, I really have so much on my list, Father God, but
mentally, if my mind could just do it without me having to physically move my body.
That's wild, honest. Now, come on, you want to be telepathic now?
Yeah, if I had some sort
where we are now?
Telekinesis and I could just make things happen, that would be awesome. But unfortunately, I don't have that power. So
I'm not gonna pretend like
I watched a lot of Charmed. Like I know every episode inside out, but unfortunately, despite what some people think, it don't rub off. Like you can't just get the powers because
there's no book.
Because you watch it.
Like, you don't have a book of spells, okay? You don't have a book of spells.
No.
And there's some.
I don't have none of the power.
I remember that because they brought in the half sister when the one cast member fell out with him.
Yeah, Prue had telekinesis. She can move stuff with her mind.
Yeah.
Paige is who they brought in. Now she had the telekinesis, but hers worked a little different because she was half white lighter. So she had to say the word. So she'd say candle, and then the candle, coming to her hand.
I don't know what that means. I know she had to harness her powers. She had to practice. It didn't come natural. They had to do some teaching and things. There was some hiccups in the beginning.
Yes.
I remember that much.
But then, she had to say it. So she would be candle, and then the candle would in her hand.
Toils and trouble. Oh wait, that's the other movie. My bad. You like that one too, though, don't you?
Which one?
The one about toils and troubles.
What?
I don't know. Something toils and troubles. You know what witches say?
I don't. Are you saying the Macbeth? Shakespeare?
No. This is definitely what's the old 90s witches movie?
Oh, you talking about Disney? I mean, yeah. What's the
That was
movie?
Disney?
The Halloween movie?
I
with the
never
witches?
watched it.
The Halloween movie with the witches. Hocus Pocus. Thank you.
See, yeah, don't they something about that? Yeah, they say toils and troubles. Something.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, it was in the commercial. I remember the commercial.
Okay.
No, they don't say that. I'm mad you had to ask about the name of that.
It wasn't gonna come to me fast enough.
You had to go on and phone a friend and shit. I see you polling the audience and stuff. I know what's going on right now. That's all right. Whatever you got to do to get to the answer. That was your quick Google right there. Yeah. That was faster than Siri.
Faster.
Do you have a Siri or have you upgraded to some other person?
No, that's who I have, Siri.
Oh, Google keep changing.
They name?
Yeah. I don't know if it had a name before, but it has a name now.
Ain't Alexa Google?
No, I don't believe it. I ain't got no damn Alexa. No, that might be Google, but it's not on my phone. I don't know about
that. Oh, okay.
No damn Alexa on my phone.
Okay.
I didn't tell you how my mother is convinced that my father has got the Alexa on his phone, and she said she about to put Alexa out the house.
Oh, okay.
Because they know too much. She was okay with. See, I told her, I said, but you a Miss Alexa, because she done got to talking to her like she's a friend and shit. You know what I mean? like Alexa just randomly will talk in the middle of the day and ask a poll question. She become like, be quiet. I'm trying to hear the poll question. You know, that type of thing. You know? No,
Alexa, that's too much.
Right, but see, it's not connected to none of the devices. See, because she had a friend who Alexa, they was talking about one of her friends, but not her. It was one of her friends, and it wasn't flattering. You know what I mean? And Alexa went ahead and called her, so she could hear what they were saying when they were saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. I think she's very weary of Alexa.
Had a similar situation happen myself recently.
Really? You didn't tell me what is going on?
Oh, we're not going to talk about it here.
Okay,
on the internet.
Later. Oh, I'm definitely. I want the tea. I want the tea.
I'm pretty sure I told you.
You probably did, but damn it, it's probably funnier when I hear it again. I can't wait to hear it again. You know how my memory be working. I got a great memory until I don't.
Not so great.
It's good until it ain't good. It'll be like that.
Yeah.
I only had one thing, well, really two things to talk about tonight. One of them was related to what you be having going on every day in your daily life, because apparently the courts and Donald Trump was out here reducing SNAP benefits and Medicare benefits. And about to, put some more requirements in there, some more service hours. Wasn't they already making folks do like community service and stuff to be able to eat?
In certain states, it hasn't been a thing in most counties in Illinois since COVID.
And that's what I was gonna say. You say certain states, because in my experience, it was certain counties. And I hadn't experienced it until I was in Macon County, Illinois, where I had individuals coming to me saying, hey, I need community service hours for SNAP, which I had never even heard of in my life. But I do know it's a thing, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to imagine, what else they could try to put on people who was already struggling, who are saying, hey, can I get a little bit of help here? You know what I mean? Who we want to have a job, who we want to be productive citizens in the community, but we want them to go do X, Y, and Z just to get a little something to eat. What are your thoughts on this? He said, I got to walk a very fine line.
Yeah, I don't know how much I should comment on any of that.
Ongoing policy issues. I cannot currently comment.
I hope I don't get laid off.
You sound like a press secretary now.
I hope I don't get laid off. I hope that it doesn't affect too many people.
That part.
I have mixed feelings about the work requirements.
What up, Jeffy? Hey, Bree, there's a Jeffy sighting.
What up? I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in some cases, I feel like other things should be taken into consideration. Like they don't take school into consideration. Like if you're in college, and it's like, and then
I need to take it all into consideration. Like, do you have to go 5 miles to pick your kids up from daycare by bus? And then
like putting your kids, like these type of things, like how old. You do get like if your kids are under a certain age, but that's for
there's an exemption for that.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know. There are like things that I think like instead of enforcing like a work requirement, they should, like, I don't know, offer vouchers for like trade schools or things for, like if you want
Come on,
somebody to
man.
do something,
Can we
like
fill
help
out a
them better
FAFSA
themselves so that they
can we
don't
fill
need
out a
to do it.
FAFSA with an aid application? You see what
Like,
I'm saying?
you know what I mean?
You know
Like
what I'm talking
help them out
about?
for real. Like,
Right, yeah. We say we want folks to be off, we want for people to be off the blue magic. Well, let's actually do something to put folks in position to be successful
because
instead of making it harder for them to put a piece of food in their mouth.
it's
That's just
really
where I'm
like,
coming from.
I mean, food is expensive and
It is getting worse.
like,
It is getting worse. They say we ain't even felt the tariff prices good yet.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to feel. When a
Eggs is
quarter
back
bag of
to
chips is $2, I don't know what to do.
eggs is back to a reasonable price, so I think we're just about to like egg frit heavy meals, like
Back to
pasta
eggs.
and eggs.
Everybody back to eggs. That's
what
right.
we're
3
eating.
boiled eggs in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and maybe 1 or 2 for dinner. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know. You're gonna be real gassy eating up all them eggs. You probably ought not do that.
Eggs and pasta. That's all we got.
No, I don't. I mean, I could do the egg whites. I like that, but them yolks, is that what give you the give you the bad burps and stuff after a while?
I have no idea.
I don't know what give you the bad burps after a while. I don't even know. Can we talk about something else?
Okay, let's go.
So I've been having these like conversations with folks recently, and I've been getting varying opinions on like what's what. But I hear a lot of people saying, and it's no different, I think, than when we were younger, even though we ain't that doggone old. We heard people saying, "Oh, it's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be." Well, I'm hearing that now. It's not like it used to be. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? In the sense that folks are saying, like, they're not sure if their kids can be trusted to go across town or ride their bike, do all these things. And I'm just like what dangers are present that weren't present then? Like, we got the conversations about don't take the candy from strangers. Like when we was kids, they made it seem like every car that you didn't know potentially could be a predator. You know what I mean? So we had to keep our head on a swivel and be ready to run.
Well, I think that as a society, we have gotten more violent in nature, but I think that a lot of it is due to the overexposure. So not only are we more violent, but when these things happen because of the internet and the news, the way it is reported now versus like newspapers where you only had like it, in newscasting where it was only the local news. So if nothing really bad around you happened, you didn't really hear about the bad stuff versus it being in your face all the time now.
I would argue that and say I want to see the statistics because I don't find the world to be a more violent place than when I was a child.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
I think there's perspective with that, and I think that depending on where you live,
I think that you could.
I'm gonna say I want to see the stats. I want to Google it.
Yeah, I Google it from the way things happen on Murder TV. I'm telling you, we get more violent as a society.
What is the crime rate from the 90s compared to now? Let's see here. The U.S. violent crime rate has generally declined since the 1990s, with significant drops in multiple crime categories like robbery, aggravated assault, and murder. The violent crime rate was highest in 1991 and started to decrease, reaching a historic low in 2021, according to Visual Capitalist. In the 30 largest cities, the overall crime rate was higher in 1990 than in 2016, showing a decline of 63.9%. That doesn't seem to support the argument. That's only one source, though.
I don't believe that.
He's like, I don't believe it.
Now it decreasing in 2021. Yes, I believe that. But I'm not even saying that the crimes aren't decreasing. Okay, when I say more violent in nature,
are always getting shifty. Crime always changes.
But I'm saying, like, when I say more violent in nature, I'm saying the things that happen are more gruesome.
Really?
In nature.
I don't think that's the case, though. The Jump Out Boys the Jump Out Boys. Them vans was riding around Chicago.
No, I'm talking about like the way the like murders and stuff like serial killers and stuff, the way they've evolved through the years and the stuff they do to their victims. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about the stuff I've seen on Murder TV. Right?
Yeah,
I'm thinking
so.
over the years, people
I
have
need you to
gotten
know that that's
like
not
more
representative
and more
of the
depraved.
majority of the population, okay?
No,
I
I'm
need
just
you to
saying.
know that that does not represent us.
But what I'm saying is, it's not. It's true that it's not. Where people are saying it's not like it used to be because they didn't hear about those things before because it didn't happen in their town. Now, no matter where that type of stuff happens, it's in their face.
But we
and
were the
it's
latchkey
like
kids.
gruesome.
Were you? Would you consider yourself a latchkey kid? Maybe you weren't. Like
Yeah.
I spent a lot of
I mean, I
unsupervised
was,
time.
but I'm saying like there was like,
resourceful.
kids would get kidnapped or raped or whatever, but like now they get like mutilated and all this stuff. And it's like before you wouldn't hear about it. It was like, yeah, that happened to in the next town over, sister's brother-in-law's cousin's nephew's neighbor, that happened to him. But now it's like
out there like that.
You know what I mean? Like in your face, like you're reading it no matter where it happens.
I think that's because you have a murder TV and you have a, what's that app you be wanting to compare? You got one of those apps and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Even now, like the stuff is more gruesome, so it makes the national news. Back in the day, you only got your local news. Like you didn't get
That's
headlines.
Not true. Tom Brokaw and them gave you that. You had to stay up late and watch the nighttime evening news.
I don't feel like when people are saying back in my day, I don't feel like they're talking about the 90s. I feel like they're talking about the 80s and the 70s. Like, who are you talking about when people are saying?
Our people who are saying this stuff, which is weird to me because we are the latchkey generation. We are the generation that was more unsupervised. Well, and once again, the statistics may show that younger generations were even less supervised, but we certainly were unsupervised to the point that there were expectations. We had responsibilities. You knew you had to have your homework done when you got home. You knew your chores needed to be done when your mama got home from work. Type stuff, depending on your socioeconomic status, depending on what your expectations were in the home. But you know what I mean? You had to walk to and from school. Wasn't nobody holding your hand.
Again, kind of my argument is because people are now more aware of the dangers because you hear about these things. We were aware
then. You have to remember this was the Magic Johnson era where they told us, hey, if anybody bleeds, stop and put on gloves. And if there's a car with somebody you don't know in it, don't speak to them because they might try to snatch you, especially if they try to offer you candy. If they have anything good for you, they're a bad person.
Again, my argument is my argument. I mean, you asked, that's my argument.
I get it. And we're not always going to agree on the conversation, which I think makes the conversation even better. But I just wonder, like the latchkey kids who have these opinions, who then themselves experience the world in such a different way, are now afraid for their children to experience it the way that they did. And I just am of the impression that
I mean, I don't know these people who are, I also don't know these people who are saying, the world ain't like it used to be, like that are my age. Like, I don't know anybody who's afraid
to
like. So
you're not one of those people.
No, I mean, my kids take the city bus train across town. Like, we live in Chicago. Like,
is there thought put into that though? Because your commentary on the subject is that the world is a scarier, more harmful place. And so what is the thought process of, the kids
don't take the red line by yourself. Don't go south past 47th.
Don't turn your location off so I know where you at.
Right. Like,
it's even safer. You have technology so you know where your people's is at all times.
Right. So I'm not one of those. My kids be out in these streets.
Yeah.
So I'm not
up at the park hooping until the lights come on. And then see, back in the day, you knew when to come in the house.
Yeah, see, that's his problem. Is when them lights come on, he's still like, oh well, there's lights, so we can still play. And I'm like, bro, come on.
That's how we want it to be. In our heads, we wanted to use that as an argument, but we knew it wasn't happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We try some foolishness like that, we might miss half our playing time the next day just off GP. We're like, come on, man. You shouldn't have asked. You know better. He's like, wait.
So yeah.
Quality good times. One of my favorite summers. It is I want to say it's my 4th grade summer going into my 5th grade summer or 5th grade school year. Like that the summer right after 4th grade. Because I remember like I was still with the biological, so she would be at work all day. You get the speech. Don't open the door for nobody. Don't answer the phone. Blase, whatever. Only call my job if it's an emergency type deal. You know what I mean? Like, and if I'm calling you at work and it's an emergency, I probably should dial 911 first, but I don't know. I'm gonna call you at work. I only call you if it's an emergency. And 9 times out of 10, I was calling to see if I could walk up there and get something to eat because you worked at Wendy's and they stay at a buffet. That's neither here nor there. But this summer was so fun. Because my friends next door, their mama had to be at work, and then my friends across the street, their grandma had to be at work. And so, like, while everybody was at work, we would be out just kicking it. We'd be at each other's houses. I tried beer, I think, for maybe the 2nd or 3rd time that summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a crazy summer. I remember I had to fix the neighbor's door because my friends across the street got into it. And then jammed the lock, and I had to fix it before their mama got home from work. And then I remember the glass door got broke across the street because they got into it. They was hustling and fell into the screen door and broke the glass.
And I think we also have different perspectives on this because you was a bad kid and I wasn't.
What do you mean? I was not a bad kid.
Yes, you was.
And we just knew what was what. We knew how to get out there and do what we do and get back in the
Ain't no way you should be doing shit like that in 4th grade. 5th grade.
What do you mean? We was grown kids, you know what I mean? Yeah. We from the projects. By this time, I had boiled baths, been without power, all types of stuff. Seen the police on the top of the project buildings, like
that doesn't necessarily mean spell out
I'm not a bad kid. I was in an environment that encouraged curiosity. You know what I'm saying? I was in an environment that encouraged curiosity.
It should have also encouraged that it didn't.
It should have encouraged an ass whooping.
Sitting down and reading a book.
No, I didn't like to read. That started in the 2nd grade.
No,
I was 2 years removed
to read. Gosh. Yeah.
Oh. Yo, I've been grown a long time, bro. I don't think people quite understand how long I've had autonomy over myself. Oh, glory to God. Hallelujah. I didn't even know what the word autonomy meant at the time. What was your 4th grade summer like, after 4th grade?
I don't like that? Really? No, not like that. I think that summer was the first summer that we used to spend at the pool like every day. We was at the pool every day. My mom worked, so I used to stay with my friend Brianna's mom, and during the daytime, and we went to the pool every day. We had passes. We'd be up at Fairview every day.
Quality good time.
Rain, we would be out in that pool. If they saw lightning, we would have to go into the little locker room area.
Yeah.
But as soon as the lightning cleared, we'd be right back out there. I mean, every day, Monday through Friday, we was at the pool.
I had that for the first few years of my life. I have some fond memories of doing the pool thing every day, but for some reason that stopped by the 4th grade or some shit. And
because that's when y'all bad kids start getting told not to come without an adult and all that type of stuff.
Hell no. And first of all, I was there with grown people. And I remember I used to win the belly flop contest for the 4th of July every year. I got the ribbon, you know what I'm saying? I got my ribbon. I made sure to get my ribbon. It was one of the things that I could do. I remember for the 4th of July, they always had the pool would open early and they had different things, competitions going on. They would like grease up watermelons and throw them in the pool, and that would be a whole competition to like see if you could get one, and there would be prizes on some of the watermelons. What else? There was the belly flop, a competition. I can't remember. They probably had something
do nothing like that.
Kiddie pool or something.
I just remember. I think it was Wednesdays and Sundays. They used to stay open later, and then they would open up the deep end, and like close off the diving boards, and let you swim in the 12 feet part.
And you could get to the bottom because you was a swimmer.
Yeah, that's what we used to do is dive down to the bottom.
That's the competition, right?
Wait for our ears to pop and then come back up.
Yeah. Quality good time. Quality good time.
Yeah.
Man, thinking back, I had a blast as a kid, man. Like I might not
Good
have
old
had every
Fairview
like
Pool.
materialistic thing in the world, but I got amazing stories from childhood. You know what
I
I'm saying?
had told when I was at Mama Nola's funeral, I had told my Aunt Julie like that she was at my they were all at my happy place. And she's like,
Okay.
your happy place. And I was like, yeah, when I was sick and pregnant and like I used to have to like mentally go away in my mind to like just make it through the
And
next
they were
moment.
there.
Like, and so that's where I would go is back to Fairview Pool with the nachos and the Pepsi with the crushed ice and the
Coca-Cola, by the
sun.
way,
And that was
yeah.
back before we, really knew about skin cancer. So that's when
No,
we
we knew.
used the
We
baby
knew.
oil.
We knew.
I mean, I was a kid. So
I heard old people talk about it.
they used the baby oil.
Oh yeah, they were damn near using Crisco. They were so
And
greasy out there in the swimming pool.
so like it's like that was my happy place. And then just a couple of years ago they bulldozed and got rid of my happy place. It is no longer.
No, you
It's
gotta
not
take yourself
there.
to the Splash Cove where they frisk you before you come in.
I don't know if I'll ever go to the Splash Cove.
Yeah.
It looks
I went a
quite
couple years ago.
expensive.
Yeah. They try to give you water park prices for just a regular pool with a couple slides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quality good times though. And you know what's crazy? Now that I really think about it, like that could have been my after third grade. I might have been a little younger than now that I really think about it. But
I don't really
I lived
remember
a few
after
lives.
third
I've
grade.
lived a few lives.
I don't really remember after third grade, I don't think.
You don't remember? Okay. Yeah, no, that was definitely because I think I'm pretty sure that was the third grade summer because fourth grade summer I think we was moving back to the other projects after the remodel.
I know.
I'm pretty sure that's how that played out.
I think Desiree was born when I was in the third grade, so probably trauma blocked that year. It's the year she stole my thunder.
That was your practice, baby.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, shit, in the sense that you had to take her a lot of places, it was. You did have to take her places, didn't you?
I did, but I would like to think that I treated my kids better than that.
That's why she was the practice baby.
Now I would say
all the cruelty on her. You had a lot of resistance.
Now I would say my practice baby was Deja. Deja's the one I seen be born, and I was there a lot when she was a baby. I used to take her
and you wanted to be around her.
Yeah, I used to willingly take her places with me.
You wouldn't say that to the other one's face, though, would you?
Oh yeah, she knows. She knows. I mean, she'll tell you right now. She says to everybody that I didn't start liking her until she was like 14. And I was like, 17.
like, I think you're misreading the situation. There was at least 3 more years. Mm-hmm. I mean, just because I was a little nicer to you at 14, I didn't really start liking you.
She did kind of help me when I was sick and laying on the bathroom floor pregnant. But
okay. She know how to hold some hair. Back, make sure you don't swallow your tongue.
Yeah, but
quality good times. Kid Cudi.
At 17, I liked her enough to let her live with me. I don't know if I would have let her live with me at 14.
Yeah. I'm about to say the fact that you continued with the story, and I'm trying to transition to Kid Cudi. Maybe there needs to be another story in between.
Oh, Kid Cudi. Oh goodness. So what about Kid Cudi? He testified today.
I mean, he just testified today. He talked about the alleged incident where P. Diddy may have broken into his home, allegedly may have locked his dog up in the bathroom. In my opinion, though, for while they're trying to really make that seem malicious and animal cruelty, I mean, we know there's a lot of worse things he could have done to the dog besides put him up. People do that all the time when company come over, and we don't even know if that was really Diddy in the house. But Kid Cudi seems to think so. He also seems to think that Diddy also threw that Molotov cocktail at his car, to which he was never able to repair from being burned up. Mm-hmm. But to me, that's all hearsay, and I don't understand how it's relevant. I know that they're trying to use this stuff to build a RICO case against him, but at this point, it's hearsay. And for the feds, they got that 90-some% approval conviction rating. I don't imagine that this is going to get them where they're looking to be. But Kid Cudi, he was in court today.
I think right now they're trying to establish a pattern of behavior. Yeah. And you mentioned their percentage rate, which is I believe 96%. I don't think they coming at you unless they pretty much got what they know they got. So this is supposed to be what up, Chris?
Yo,
this is supposed to be like a 3-week trial or something. We had like day 9.
I don't even know how long it's supposed to be, but yeah, it's gonna be a while.
We got
I also didn't
more.
realize that he had Young Thug's lawyer. Now, Young Thug's lawyer works some magic now, so I still don't think that the district attorney's got a slam dunk just yet. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of circumstantial hearsay. You know what I mean? There's a lot of he said, she said going on. I'm looking to see some more factual evidence, like the videotape. I think it's going to take more things like the videotape, more concrete factual evidence to really seal this case against him. But it continues to be interesting every day. It continues to be sickening, the things that you hear. One of the things we heard today was that when Cudi first met with Diddy, that he described Diddy as like a Marvel supervillain. And when I heard that, I pictured, like, I don't even remember the guy that like had the cat. He used to little pat the cat and shit. You know, like evil cartoon character. You know what I mean? I don't know. Was that like from He-Man or something? I don't know what the hell that was from. Do you know what I'm talking about though?
I don't.
Just an evil man petting that damn cat.
I can like, kind of imagine it, but
yeah, like with the turtleneck sweat on and shit.
I was more imagine like Dr. Evil petting Minnie or Mr. Biggles.
This is my mini-me.
Well, he had, that cat with no hair that he used to pet.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
You don't want to touch that. Yeah, I don't even want to know what that feel like.
I mean, he did. You had to ask him.
That feel like cooked chicken or something. I don't know. I don't. Put his feathers back on or something. I don't know. He needs
feathers.
Help him back up. He needs some help. Roll him in powdered sugar shit. I don't know.
So,
hallelujah. How y'all doing tonight? Drop a comment. Say what's up.
Kim Kardashian graduated from law school.
Okay, let's go, Kim K.
She still has to.
So she an Esquire now.
Well, she still has to pass the bar in California to be able to practice.
The same people who took the classes for her.
Ain't nobody took them classes for her.
You see how I threw the shade real quick? I'm sure to be the same
unnecessarily. So unnecessarily.
I mean, I imagine when you got that much money, you don't have to show up to class.
Well, it's not a show up to class type of thing.
And let me tell you, when you got that much money, you don't even have to be the lead attorney on the case. You just got to be the law firm, and you have everybody work for you. And you get to be the greatest. She could be the next Johnny Cochran and never have to win a case.
She's already like won
several. She's doing pretty good, I know.
She's
doing all right, I know.
But
I'm
it
just
wasn't
saying, stick with my line of thinking, you know what I mean?
It was like California, and California's not the only state that has it, but they have a thing where you can study under a lawyer, and they can sponsor you, and so you
need to do that.
So you never have to actually go to the classes. You just study the certain stuff. You take these tests, blah blah blah. So
I need to do that.
Studied for 18 hours a week for every week for 6 years.
That's a part-time. That ain't shit but a part-time job.
Yeah, for most people, yeah, you could do it in your, work and do that.
We need to double that up.
Hell, she had 4 kids. 4 kids, 3 businesses, filming.
She don't get no attaboy for completing law school. Let me tell you, because we know folks that's in college working a full-time job and raising 4 kids. So I don't want to hear that.
That's what I'm saying. She's raising 4 kids. She has 2 businesses.
That full-time job don't count. That full-time job don't count.
How?
Hey, when you ask yourself for a day off, that don't count. You know what I'm saying? When you just be like,
wait, when you the boss, that don't count? What that?
No. It ain't the same type of work. You know what I mean? No, the stress level is not the same.
Let me ask my friend who's the COO of her company if that count. I bet you she think it do. I bet you she think it do.
I bet she do think it do. Oh, Lord. It's definitely problems at every level. Know that. But the struggles are not the same, and they will not be weighted the same on my exam. Okay, they will not be.
That's not a fair exam. That's not a fair
Hey,
exam.
third world problems and first world problems are not the same, and that applies to class as well.
Well, you have first world problems as well. So
No. Oh yeah, I do have first world problems, but I don't happen to have the same class problems that Kardashian has. My life tends to be a little bit more difficult.
you don't know that.
Yes, I do. Class makes a difference.
That's not true.
Resources and access to resources and economics make a big difference in quality of life.
That's not necessarily true.
Okay, just because people say that they're happy broke, they're just saying that.
That's not necessarily true. Number
I
one,
mean, yeah, we're taught to make the best of it. Money isn't everything, huh? Yeah, that's what they brainwash us with. Money isn't everything, guys.
It isn't. I mean, what is everything for most people, what they'll come to realize is health. And sometimes money cannot, no matter how much money you have, it can't buy your health.
It can, though. It can keep you alive longer. It can buy you organs.
It cannot. Sometimes, no matter how much money you spend, the best doctors you have.
Absolute, though. I mean, that's
exactly. True. There's nothing that's absolute when it comes to your health.
Statistically speaking, money you have better access to healthcare, and typically you live longer statistically.
But what I'm gonna tell you is, when Prince died in his 50s and Michael Jackson died in his,
and that wasn't because of the doctor.
But they had access to the best care, the best doctors.
But the
doctors were,
that was addiction. Addiction is different. Him and Michael Jackson both dealt with addiction issues.
Willing to take money.
Those were his drug dealers. Doctors are the biggest drug dealers in the world.
And they were willing to take money.
Yeah.
And they valued that over their health.
Sure.
So
no, but that's because of addiction. If they weren't battling addiction,
but the doctors valued money over someone's health.
But that doesn't have anything to do with your access to better health care and your ability to live longer. Self-sabotage, of course, is a thing.
Sometimes when you have too much money, it hurts you. Like, these are the ultimate thing is your health.
Self-destructive behaviors only amplify when you have more access to resources, but that's no reason to be broke. That's no reason.
You can't say, I mean, money doesn't buy you love. Money doesn't buy you real friends. No, it doesn't.
No, it won't buy you friends. It can buy you love.
It's not going to buy.
You can learn to love somebody
that's using you for your money.
I bet you if I started trying A1 sauce, I'd learn to love it before I died. I bet you.
Yeah, I bet you would learn to love it if it was giving you thousands of dollars of money all the time. I'm sure you would learn to love it.
I ain't
but
no sugar daddy.
Would you trust it?
No, you got to season the steak until time.
So exactly. So you're not a sugar daddy, but having money would buy you love.
No, it can. It certainly can. It can buy you companionship, which for most people turns into love at some point.
Then you're a sugar daddy.
That's not true.
Because who's come
material?
If you're buying love, you're
nobody
a sugar
said you bought anything. People can be attracted to money. That don't mean you giving it away.
You literally just said it can buy you love. Money can buy you love. I said it can't, and you said it can. And I said, if it buys you love, then you're a sugar daddy. Then you're a sugar. You started out as a sugar daddy.
I don't think those two things are exclusive. I think people can be drawn to nice cars, houses, stuff like that. But that don't mean you gave them a car or a house. Just because you take them out on a date don't make you a sugar daddy. You ain't buying them cars, clothes, and houses. Although we know a lot of people, Shannon Sharp, that do. Actually, Shannon Sharp is a cheap one. It was Diddy, the one that was buying them all the stuff. Actually, that was Shannon Sharp's problem. If Shannon Sharp had just paid the girl, he wouldn't be in this problem now.
Yeah. So much for each flat cheek. But no.
Do you think we're going to see Shannon Sharp in a situation like P. Diddy? Do you think that eventually it's going to get to this point where
we're big of a monster?
I mean, is a monster not a monster? Like, there's levels to being a monster, obviously, but does it matter like to the degree?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong. Girl was over 18, no.
Right, but was it prostitution? And then does it fall under the same category of sex trafficking that they trying to get Diddy for?
Did he fly her over state lines to have sex with her?
Oh, I mean, I think they traveled, but they gonna probably try to make that seem like it was a relationship.
Yeah, I mean,
In the same way that Diddy is trying to make the Cassie thing seem like a relationship.
I don't think they are arguing that Diddy and Cassie were in a relationship. I think it's all the male escorts that are.
It's the Punisher that's in question.
I think it's all the male escorts there. No, I don't think
it is the Punisher that's in question.
I think he needs to stop while he's ahead, though. I do think that, but I don't think he is in as much trouble as Diddy, or should he be? Honestly,
I mean, he's been put off of TV. You know that, right? ESPN shut him down. They said, "Oh,
not while you got allegations out there, buddy."
Mm-hmm.
But
and then a couple of my brothers was disgruntled with Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith didn't publicly back him. And I said, what was Stephen A. Smith supposed to do?
Right. What am I? Look, you do you, buddy. That ain't got nothing. First, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, he didn't do it on the football field. He didn't do it on the baseball field, on the basketball court. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm supposed to be reporting on.
He was like, I don't even know.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm gonna wait for all the facts to come out. That would be my only statement. We're gonna wait for the facts to come out. I enjoy working with Shannon Sharp. We're gonna wait for the facts to come out. That's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Y'all say what's up out here in this world. I see y'all tapped in. Say good evening. We just out here running our mouth. I'm enjoying a good debate tonight. I always thought I should be on the debate team. I just couldn't work it in my schedule. I could be a good lawyer, I'm telling you. When I remember in the 6th grade, the teacher told me I should be a lawyer. I mean, I'm good. I find a hole.
Well, you should check it. You should check what other states besides California you can do that thing in.
What you call it? Let me be an apprentice.
Find a lawyer who will sponsor you to study up under.
Objection. Yo. I was in a meeting yesterday. And one of the little homies I'm working with, his mama said something, he gonna talk about objection. I said, wait a minute, where are we?
He said he think he can be a lawyer as well. No, if he watched too much Judge Joe Brown, he'd just start calling folks crackheads.
He told me it was somebody else. I can't remember. Is there a Judge Pam or something now? Somebody, I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't watch the judges.
Me neither. Although when I was in Quincy, I used to stop by this bar where some old men used to like to watch the hot judges occasionally.
The hot judges.
Yeah, it was like 3 judges, and they was all supposed to be hot. I guess.
Oh.
They were older, in my opinion. They looked like they was in their 40s and up, but they were supposed to be hot.
Okay.
And the premise was that you present your case to them, and the 3 of them would rule on it collectively.
Okay.
Look, it's hard enough trying to convince one judge.
Right. Now I gotta convince 3 of y'all.
What the hell is going on?
Shit.
Like, I don't know if I could take on 3 of y'all. Shit.
I used to seriously wonder about the people who would be willing to go take their stuff to Judge Judy, because you just never know which one she gonna.
I saw a girl from Carbondale. I saw a girl from Carbondale on one of them judge shows. I showed it. I can't remember her name. She was in the Black Affairs Council, and she was at the TV station same time I was there. I remember she read for one of the anchor positions.
What was she there for?
I don't remember. She was suing somebody over something, But I figure anybody who go on them shows is just looking to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't actually come out of your pocket, I think, for the settlement. Like, your whole agreeing to go on there means that they gonna pay your settlement for you if you lose.
Oh, really?
I believe that's how it works.
Oh.
Should we Google that?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'd hate to spread misinformation on the internet.
Because I'd be wondering what would make you go on there and get berated by Judge Judy like that.
Do they pay your settlement for you if you lose? Let's see here. Let's see. The show pays the judgment amount to the winning party directly up to a certain limit. The losing party does not have to pay out of pocket, meaning they walk away without financial repercussion. So so there's limits to how much you can get paid out, but the show does pay it. So hell, you want to sue me?
Yeah.
Come on. We'll split it after it's over. I'll lose to you.
I don't think you can say that on here.
Oh, this is for entertainment purposes only. I mean, later you'll really want to sue me for something legitimate, remember?
Yeah.
Like how I kept you out of the business or something. And
I was about to say how we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that off the internet, actually.
Hey, I don't mind airing it out right here. Let me start some shit right now. Sue me. I stole your ideas. No, I'm bullshitting. I'm bullshitting. I'm out here testifying this shit. That's not true. None of that is true.
Let me gotta record this. Oh wait, we're alive. It's recording.
Sustained.
Overruled.
Overruled. We some type of special in the evening time. This is not like the morning show at all. Let me tell you, when we said we was taking our talents to the late night and we was bringing you an all new vibe, uncut, uncensored, and real, this is what we're bringing you. Bree, did you know this is what you were signing up for? Like, what did you imagine coming into the late night hour?
I don't know what I imagined, honestly, but
arguing with me over bullshit. Isn't that your favorite pastime?
Of course.
Hey, look. I was gonna tell you this off air, but I'm gonna tell you on air. Somebody that we have worked with in social media recently commented as I was talking about the nighttime show and the switcheroo and all that stuff. One of their final comments was, "Mess around trying to get famous, gonna end up married." I about died. But I think that's hilarious.
Okay.
You don't think that's funny? Now you want to know who said it.
I already know who said it.
No. You want to know who said it, because then it'll be funny to you or not. And right now, whoever you think has said it is making it not funny to you.
Whew. See, that's what happened on the night time. Well, that happened in the morning time too.
That happened a lot in the morning time. That happened a lot in the morning time. Come on. I'll give you 3 guesses. Come on, I'll give you 3 guesses.
We're not doing this here.
Yes, why not? Come on, this is entertainment.
Nah.
It's not who you think it is.
Oh, well then who was it?
I mean, I don't know who you thought it was.
So then who is it? Just go ahead and say it. They commented or they said it to you directly?
No, we were private chatting on instant messenger. The person you're thinking about doesn't have access to my instant messenger.
Okay, so
I imagine that's who you're thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. All right.
She's like, and in that case, it's not funny. It was Kalisha. She made her funny.
Okay.
And you wouldn't even laugh at her funny. Because you
I didn't know it was
someone else. How dare you deprive her of her laugh just because your brain painted a different picture? You an asshole for that shit. You an asshole.
What? Hey, no, I'm not.
Oh man, my good joke didn't even land because you up here vilifying my joke.
I wasn't vilifying your joke.
I mean, that tells you the level of disdain that you have for that person, though.
I don't have disdain for anyone. I have no hate in my heart for anyone. Everybody live their best life.
The reaction to my joke said otherwise.
Everyone should live their best life.
I know that's right. I'm trying to live mine. I'm trying to live my best life every day. That's the whole point of trying to make it a great day, you know. Is your yawning indicator that it's time to go and get the hell up out of here? I know you're not gonna do it again. Right? Okay, now. Okay.
In my defense, I didn't feel it until you said it, and then my brain heard yawn. Okay.
On command.
So that's crazy.
Ask me something.
Blink. Oh goodness. I said blink, not yawn.
Lord have mercy. I think it's time to wrap this thing up. I have had a lot of fun. I can't wait until we're arguing again tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll find some new entertaining stuff to argue about. I think that's what the last word is all about. It's about getting the last word, right?
Which I always do.
No.
Have you went back and listened the past couple times? I'm pretty positive.
Well, I mean, we're only on episode 4. I went back and listened to the first one. I know I got the first one.
No.
I know you tried really hard yesterday.
No, I think I did yesterday. I think I did. Because you be cheating because you're the one who presses the button. So I just have to keep talking.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? And so back in the day, before I did this whole reusable studio thing with the intros, it wasn't necessarily true because when I hit the button, there was like this lag time. And so as soon as I started talking fast, that was the indicator that it's going to be going off any minute. You know what I mean? But we got about 10 seconds. But now when I hit that shit, it is immediate. So like, I don't even be finishing my word. Like on the first episode, I got the last word, but it's really just the last half a word. Because it's that quick, you know what I mean? You got to be ready to go. So when I say strike a pose or something, or when I say good night, you got to keep going.
You got to okay.
You gotta keep going.
And that's what I've been trying to do because like I never know how long I got anyway, so I just got to continuously talk afterwards.
That part. Well, it's been an amazing evening. I've had a good time. I woke up from a nap for this one. So it's been worth it. I can say that much. Episode 4, it's in the book until tomorrow night. There is no tomorrow night because we don't do Fridays. Happy holiday weekend. I hope that you can spend some time with your family. If the weather allows, get you some barbecue in. Enjoy your Monday off if you get one. Whoop, whoop. Make it do what it do.
Monday night though, right?
We're going to be back Monday night.
Yeah, and we're not taking the holiday off. So we'll be back.
None of that. We're going to be back Monday night. We're going to be back. I hope I can tell you about a good burger I had Monday night. That's what I hope to be able to report back to you. That the Punisher is still out here punishing folks, and my burger was delicious.
Oh.
No. I got to keep it controversial. Until Monday night, I am the Milkman.
And I'm just Bree.
We out of here, folks.
All right.